Good morning, my friends from YouTube, also from Facebook, and also you who are here present in this morning. I'm glad I can share this message with you. This is not a message to convince you. This is not a message to win you, because we are all adult and we have the free will to do what we think is best for our life. But this message is an experience that I myself experienced in my life, and I want to share with you that experience. I want to share with you some knowledge, understanding, and not to tell you the way that you want to live your life, because your life is your life. My life is my life. And you and I will live our life according to how we want to live our life. But I want to share this message, this experience with you that can help you to move a step forward. And in this life, we have steps that will lead you forward. In this life, we make steps that will lead us backward. And this life, there are steps that can lead you into the eye of the storm, or can lead you out of the eye of the storm. We can spend our whole life blaming the government, blaming people. We can spend our whole life wondering if it's about intellectual level, if it's about race, if it's about nationality, we can spend our life blaming everyone and everything and everything else. We can spend our life in the eyes of the storm. I can choose to spend my life and make excuses. Well, I'm not moving forward because of my church. But when you get out of your church, what happened? Oh, I'm not moving forward because of my job. But you didn't do that job for 20, 40 years, and what happened? Oh, I'm not prospering because of this person, because we could go about our whole life blaming people, spite of what is happening. We can go our life finding fault and thinking that everything is so perfect with us, while we live in the eyes of the storm. We can make a step that will lead us out of the eyes of the storm, or we can remain in the eyes of a storm for the rest of our life. I've seen my own experience people who say, well, if you pray for me, things will change. But I can pray. Anybody can pray for you. You can, in spite of your religion, in spite of your race, in spite of your background, in spite of your level of intellectual level, in spite of all those things. Your step, my step, will lead me out of the storm or in the eye of the storm. In spite of all those things, we can leave the eyes of the storm and enter into a place where we want to be. But one of our steps can lead us in, or out. So I want to share this in this morning, especially now people are getting ready for the new year. You know, we can either correct, fix, or we could either spend another day, another week, another month, another year blaming the second party, the second person. We can spend a whole life finding fault out there. We can spend our whole life saying, well, maybe it's where I came from. Maybe I don't have what you have. Maybe I didn't have the opportunity. Maybe I spent a whole life in the eye of the storm. It's a matter of choice. So I'm here not to tell you how you're going to live your life. Not to try to convince you, but to share knowledge, to share experience. Because when you are in the eyes of the storm, you don't need somebody to tell you and say, it's okay. You're not alone. You need somebody to tell you, look, if you move forward and you do 7, 10, 15 steps, you're going to leave the storm behind. But how can somebody tell you leave the storm behind if you move forward 12 steps when the person himself is in the eyes of the storm? The person would just comfort you and say, well, the storm is not too bad. I've been in the storm for 20, 30, 50 years. And, you get used to it. You get used because, yes, you get used to blaming people. You get used to finding fault. You get used to living in the eyes of the storm and becoming comfortable in the eyes of the storm. And everybody else is wrong. And I'm always right. Because life is about steps. Life is about steps that can take us forward. A step that will create a monster storm. And I don't need nobody to tell me stay in the storm. I need somebody to tell me the truth. No matter how it hurts, I need somebody to tell me get out of you going to enter in the storm. And you're going to be there for a long time. So make a step forward, make a step back, do something, but don't go into the storm. You need somebody to tell you it's a storm in front of you. You don't see it? Or you think that the grass is green in front. There are storms, temporary storms in life, torments that they pass by in your path. But there are storms that we create, that we run into when I'm super angry, super tired. When I say I cannot take it no more. What does mean? What that mean? Huh? So I need somebody when that tells me not go into the eyes of the storm because everybody's going. No, I said you're about to get into the eyes of the storm. Get out. Get out. But of course, if the person in front of, next to you, behind you is in the storm, they don't know better. They don't know better. Because they've been in the torment for too long. And they got used to. And for them it's normal. For them, Dysfunction is a way of living, and they have learned to cope with. It's a matter of making the right step to either get out of the storm or either stay in that torment and that cyclone and that, give me another. Yes, forever. Spite of how much you go to church, spite how much you pray, spite if you have a religion, if you have a denomination, you can be in a storm, in a bad weather forever. Forever, spite of how much you pray, and how devoted you are, or how many times you attend, you could be in that bad weather forever. And as a wise man told his friend when he was in the storm, he said, I don't need you to comfort me to learn to live in the storm. I need somebody to tell me what's the step so I can get out of the storm. I wanted to share this in this morning because, we are living in a world, in a society where people find blame on everybody. Where it's easier to quit than to correct. Because to correct takes some patience, it takes some time, it takes some self-examine. Yeah? Examination. And also it takes some responsibility to say, I did it and I was wrong. But it's easier to jump the fence. And that's when a person will take a whole family into the eyes of the storm. Just because of how I felt. Just because of what I see. Just because of what I hear. Now I'm taking my whole family, a whole generation, a whole group of people, community, into the eye of the storm. I wanted to share this experience. I wanted to share this to uplift you, not to make you tell you how you're going to live your life, or to make you my follower, or to ask you to support me with your financial means. No, I wanted to share this to help you, and helping you could help others, and that's what the message is all about. That's what love is all about, helping others. That's what love is all about. This is your friend, Joe Alexander. This is your friend, somebody who's encouraging you. And I leave you with this message. Until then, you have a great day, great week. And I see you next Sunday at the same time.